meeting, April 24, 2019. The rest of this meeting is duly advertised in compliance with the provision of the Open Public Meeting Law. Please be advised that this meeting is being audio recorded for possible later playback. Everyone please rise for the flag.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman
Diaminico.
Here.
Councilwoman Hess. Here. Councilman Jackson.
Here.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Here.
Councilman Cekala.
Present.
President Randolph Sharp. Here. Mayor.
Here. Approval of minutes, council meeting in executive session, March 13, 2019.
So moved.
And seconds. Questions? Roll call, please.
Councilman Diaminico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Yes.
Councilman Cekala.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Budget work session, March 25th, 2019. And consider motion, please.
So moved.
And second. Second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Diaminico. Councilwoman Hess. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Yes.
Councilman Cekala.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Council meeting executive session for March 27th, 2019. Thank you, motion.
So moved.
And second.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Councilman Diaminico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Yes.
Councilman Cekala.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Second reading, ordinance 2019-154, council.
Ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank.
This time I'd like to open the meeting to the public for any questions or comments regarding ordinance 2019-154. Seeing none, close the meeting to the public and entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion that ordinance 2019-154 be adopted on second reading and published according to law.
And a second, please. Second. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Councilman Diaminico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Yes.
Councilman Cekala.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
Resolution 2019-112, introduction of budget or title. Entertain a motion, please.
Make a motion that resolution 2019-112.
And a second, please.
Second.
Questions? Roll call, please.
Councilman Diaminico.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess. Yes. Councilman Jackson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons.
Yes.
Councilman Cekala.
Yes.
President Randolph Sharp.
Yes.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our borough administrator for the public hearing portion of the 2019 budget. Ladies and gentlemen.
But thank you, Mayor, for the
You're welcome.
introduction. All right, so I'm a little challenged when it comes to technology.
Frank, by the way, can we have him fix that one? It flickers. Never got fixed.
Oh.
Right.
Great.
This is-
Not so long.
Good job, Freddie.
Good job.
Here, clicker is gone.
Well, good evening and welcome to our 2019 municipal budget public hearing. The state law requires that every municipality holds a public hearing on the municipal budget prior to the governing body adopting. The public hearing provides pertinent information regarding the town's financial operation plan, which outlines anticipated revenues and allocations of resources to various expenditures. With that in mind, tonight's presentation will include a 2018 results at a glance, a synopsis of the 2019 municipal budget for both the current fund as well as the sewer fund, an overview of capital projects as well as future budget strategies. No, I think I'm okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The municipal budget consists of two separate funds. It's our current fund, which is synonymous with the term general fund. It is our general government operations. Our sewer utility fund is the maintenance of our sewer plant operations. I like to have pictorials so you can get an idea of what things look like when it comes to allocating. Our 2018 results at a glance for the general fund. Our 2018 total tax collections was $30,227,401.07. The allocation of the current tax collections includes the municipal tax levy. It includes the school district tax, the fire district tax, as well as the county taxes. So as you can see in the pie, the school district tax makes up 46% of what was collected in 2018, with the municipal tax piece of 32%, county tax piece of 18%, and 4% for our fire district. Our tax collection rate was 95.33% in 2018, but it was down slightly from 2017. We use our tax collection rate to calculate what they call the reserve for uncollected taxes. The reserve for uncollected taxes is what those taxes that we anticipate that we're not going to collect. And what happens in years when your tax collection rate is low, the state allows you to do a 3-year average. So with that, we did a 3-year average for the 2019 budget, and it brought us to 95.47 for us to be able to use. And I'll show that later on during the presentation. Our surplus from 2018 was down about 15% from 2017. Continuing with our results at a glance, moving into our sewer utility. Our 2018 total sewer collections was $1,471,339.50, and it was about 2% less than where we were in the prior year. We were self-liquidating, and that means that we took in enough user fees to cover all of our expenses. Our cash surplus was up 22% from 2017, and we also had an installation of a sewer communication system, allowing phone lines to be disconnected, quite a few phone lines, which will yield a cost savings in 2019. So I think that was a great installation for our sewer department. I'm not sure the exact term that's used for that sewer communication system, but I do know we disconnected several lines, which is great. Our 2019 budget synopsis. For our general fund, we increased our utilization of surplus in order to support the general operations. We anticipated $2,074,762 of the general fund surplus, which is up 11.5% from the prior year. Our state aid has remained the same for several years. Our pension costs increased by 13%, and that includes both pension systems, the public employee retirement system, as well as the police and fire retirement system. The 2019 budget includes a 2.5% contractual increase for the police department and 2% for contractual, non-contractual, appointed, and part-time employees. Continuing with our 2019 synopsis, our rateables increased by $607,800, which is attributed to the tax assessor settling a reverse appeal on behalf of the borough. Based on a $16,081,436 proposed budget, the 2% levy cap has been met, and our local projected tax rate is 1.674, which equates to a tax increase of 3 cents. For a home with an average assessment of $95,950, the projected tax increase from prior year would be approximately $27.79. And keep in mind, this is just the municipal piece. So this is a summary. I know it's a little small, but it just gives you an idea of where our rateables are as compared to 2018, where our local tax levy is as compared to 2018, what the municipal tax rate is, which is a 1.674, and again, that changes 3 cents. What our average assessed home is, and the average tax per home, and then just what our total budget is and total revenues and appropriations. And as you can see, with our municipal budgets, it is balanced in that your revenues and your appropriations agree. When looking at the tax rate effect, since I indicated that the local tax rate increase would be $27.79, when you look at a home that's assessed at $170,000, the tax increase would be $59.68 based on a 3 cent increase for the municipal piece. Our general fund anticipated revenues, so I gave you a 5-year analysis just so that you can see. Our anticipated revenues are comprised of surplus, miscellaneous local revenues, state aid revenues, our uniform construction code fees, other special items, receipts from delinquent taxes, as well as the amount to be raised, which is the municipal tax levy. And that gives us our total revenues that we anticipate. And again, it goes back to 2015. And if anyone needs a copy of this, I'll definitely be able to print out a copy for you or email it to you because I do know that it's a little small on the screen. And in looking at the breakdown of our general revenues, you can see that there are all of the categories: surplus anticipated, the miscellaneous local, state aid, uniform construction code, other special items, receipts from delinquent taxes, as well as the amount to be raised. And you see the largest piece of the pie is the municipal tax levy, which is the amount to be raised. So that's where the bulk of our revenues come in, is through the taxpayer dollars. The percentage of tax collection. So you can see in various years that the tax collection rate from 2011 to 2018, and you always have to use the prior year's tax collection rate in the budget year that you're working in. So since I'm in 2019, I had to use the 2018 tax rate because I don't have the 2019 tax rate yet. So as you can see, in 2017, we were at 95.63%, and in 2018, we went down to 95.33%. And again, it allowed me to take the last 3 years and average it in order to come up with the rate to use for 2019, which again is 95.47. Our general fund budget operations consist of general operations, deferred charges, capital improvements, municipal debt service, any shared service agreements that we have, any other miscellaneous operations, any grants that we receive, and again, that reserve for uncollected taxes. And that's what we anticipate that we will not be able to collect. And we do have to do a calculation. Every town has to do a calculation for the reserve for uncollected taxes. So as you can see, again, our total appropriations, $16,081,436, which ties to the revenues that were on the previous screen. But I want you to pay attention to the breakdown for the appropriations. Our general appropriations consist of the bulk of our budget, and in the general operations, that includes everything such as insurance, salary and wages, and things like that. And then you can see the breakdown of some of the other areas, such as the reserve for uncollected taxes and things like that. But again, the bulk of our appropriations are our general operations. The allocation of the general operations, over to the right, and it's a little small, is that the blue piece of the pie, which is 48.18%, is salary and wages. So of the total general operations, 48% consist of the salaries for the borough employees. And then you can see the breakdown of the other expenses, statutory expenditures, which would be those things as pension, those are statutory, as well as any, what they call the FICA and Medicare that we have to pay. Our pension costs. So from 2015 to 2019, you see that our pension costs have increased. We have no control over that with regards to the state and the calculations for pension. So in 2019, there was an increase. So we're going to move into the sewer utility. And again, just to go back, that's just a quick synopsis. So if anyone wants to see the actual budget document, we do have it on file, and the borough clerk will be able to give you a copy of that if you need it. As far as our sewer utility, we utilize $200,000 of our surplus to support sewer utility operations. And although the sewer utility is self-liquidating, it has enough surplus to be able to use. We just want to make sure that the sewer utility will continue to be self-liquidated. We don't want to be in a situation where we have more expenses than we do with revenues. And we had no increase in fees for 2019, so the user fees will remain the same. Our sewer utility anticipated revenues, 5-year trend. Our revenues consist of sewer surplus anticipated, rents, and miscellaneous rents. That's all we have with regards to our sewer utility. And our total revenues is $1,500,000. $10,001. And as you can see, the breakdown is what we call rents, which are our user fees. And that is where we generate the bulk of the revenue, which is 82.78%. Our budgeted appropriations consist of salary and wages, other expenses, debt service, which of course is our bonds and things like that, and again, our statutory expenditures. The total appropriations, $1,510,01. And as you can see here, our other expenses make up the bulk of our appropriation, and that has a lot to do with plant maintenance, which is our sewer pumping stations. And then also followed by the salary and wages for our sewer utility department. So in looking at our 2019 capital projects, we are looking to upgrade the recreational equipment at the Lindenwold Memorial Park to include handicap accessible equipment, replacement of old computers, and that would be throughout the borough, replacement of a public works roof that our public works director has been waiting for. And then we're also looking at the purchase of a generator for the police department, and they too have been waiting for a generator. And we're looking to resurface the basketball court at Carlton Roof Field and to purchase a 5-yard dump truck for the public works department. Some of our road construction and improvement projects consist of Choose Landing Road improvements, Laurel Road pedestrian improvements, phase 2, which would be the completion of sidewalks to Blackwood Clementon Road. Is that correct? And then repaving of Lindentown, which would include Elm, Holland, and Elm Court. Is that correct? Just want to make sure. And the repaving of Cooper Avenue, which would be between Gibbsboro and Oak Avenue. And then we're also, with our sewer capital, looking to just have various pump station repairs. So that's it as far as capital projects for 2019. There may be some other things that the governing body may talk about at a later time, but for now, this is what we anticipate for 2019. And just some future budget strategies. We will continue to manage surplus and debt levels to improve long-term financial stability and stabilization of property tax rates. We are seeking operating efficiencies where possible and to take advantage of opportunities to apply for grants and other aid to reduce the tax burden for the borough's taxpayers and to provide an ongoing commitment to the community. And with that, that completes the summary of our 2019 municipal budget. Are there any questions, comments, concerns? And again, if you would like to have a copy of the presentation, I can give that to you, as well as the overall budget document is available in the clerk's office, and I think we also have it filed at the library, we'll have it filed at the library, and we'll also post it to the website once the budget is adopted.
And you can see it live on YouTube.
So any questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 2019-113, adoption of 2019 budget.
Entertain a motion for resolution 2019-113, adoption of the 2019 budget.
And a second, please.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Yance? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Sin?
Yes.
Councilman Chacolo?
Yes.
President Oshar?
Yes, and I would also like to say that Dawn did an excellent job on the presentation. It looks nice and neat up on the screen with all the things, but I know how much work actually goes into preparing those numbers and getting things together, and I just want to thank you again for all your hard work in getting this together for us.
Definitely, thank you. The list of items below considered routine by the Borough of Lindenwold will be enacted upon in one motion. There will be no follow-on discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. Entertain a motion for resolution 2019-114 through 115.
I'd like to make a motion for resolution items 2019, 114 through 115 on the consent agenda.
And a second, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Diego?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hess? Yes. Councilman Jackson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Simmons?
Yes.
Councilman Chakotay?
Yes.
President Upshaw?
Yes.
At this time, I'd like to open the meeting to the public for any questions or comments. Anyone from the public wishing to speak, please come forward, state your name and address for the record on the microphone, and don't forget to sign in before you leave.
I'll make it quick.
Thank you.
Townsville, 3rd Columbia. Quick question, is there going to be any more dilapidated properties like Ken and Sue's being taken down anytime soon?
We had one for tonight, but it's postponed. There is another one that we're working on.
771 Colonial Square, is in work. There's one on Charles Street, I think it's 211 Charles. There's a third one. 110 Berlin. They're in front of the land use board this week.
And then, my second question is there a name or a number I can call in the state highway department? The traffic light at White Horse Avenue and White Horse Pike has been sitting on a pallet for about 8 months. Someone knocked it over, and they seem to not care to bother to come back and put it in permanent. And I see it as an eyesore
Right in front of the junior high school.
right in front of the middle school.
Craig, can you see if we can get any information from these for that?
Call for you. If you can do that, that's fine. If it would help for me to call, I'll do that too. It's just they seem to forget about us. That's like a forgotten land.
Was there an accident?
It's always been a sore subject with the state and the county and who's going to be responsible to maintain the grass there and everything else.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a sore spot with me too because I have to hear from my wife. She goes by there twice a day. And I think it just makes the borough look bad. And we don't deserve it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public have anything to say? Once.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to state for the record, the address across the street from me, 410 Myrtle. They have 3 or 4 quads on 4-wheel drive. They were driving donuts on the lawn. They destroyed the property. I called the owner of the property. He called them and asked them to stop. I know he asked them to stop because they presented a silent protest by lining the quads up across from my house on the street, and he turned on all the bright lights. And all the bright lights shined on my house from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I didn't say anything, just closed my curtains. But I just want to put it on the record that these people are harassing me because they are doing something wrong.
Is this the group of individuals that used to take it out onto the park over there?
Yes.
They used to do donuts all over the
Yes,
park?
and now they're going to go into the property and they're going to destroy. I hate, Joe's a good guy, and he's my friend, and I hate to see them destroy this property like that. I'm quite sure he doesn't know what it looks like. So when I called him, he did call them and ask them to stop. So now they're harassing me because they're doing something they're not supposed to do. So I just want to put on record, 410 Merlin, yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak?
Where is the, in your budget presentation, where is the 120 that's coming from the school district fit in that package?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure yet.
Okay. No, that's fair, that's fair. You indicated about a $95,000 house average, it was gonna increase taxes $27.
Yeah, and
Divide
I
out
don't
the
know.
120 by the
Right, and I haven't seen
equals the same dollar amount.
Right, I haven't seen the A4F yet, so I'm not really sure where we are in regards to it being solidified in the school. So I really can't tell you that at this point.
I know they voted in your favorite place, so you'll get it.
So the only thing I can tell you is what our municipal piece is right now, because I haven't received all the others as of yet.
Fair, thank you.
Anyone else? Don't forget to sign in, Trevor. Seeing none, close the meeting to the public. Oh, I'm sorry. Council President.
Well, I just wanted to let everyone know that there's several county events coming up. There's one this Saturday, April the 27th, from 8:30 to 12:30 in Lindenwold at the Public Works Complex for electronic recycling event. There's a shredding event coming up in June at the college, and there's one coming up in May for household hazardous waste. So if you're interested, I did make a couple copies of this. You can take them with you if you want to do some shredding, or got some computers, or some paint, or something that you need to get rid of. Thank you.
This time, motion for adjournment, please.
That's electronic.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
That one in June.